Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cheat with Cafemutual. I'm Suhail Chagla, and today I'm joined by Sailesh Bhan, CIO of Equity Investments in Nippon Mutual Funds. Sailesh, welcome to the show. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
All right. So today we have a couple of questions for you. The first question is that there have been increasing tensions in the Middle East, and this has led to global volatility in the markets, particularly at crude oil prices. How do you think this affects the Indian markets?
Yeah, see, any global volatility does increase the risk aversion for investing in equities, right? And more so after the markets in India have rallied very well, right? It adds a little bit of an additional layer of risk aversion. Normally, extreme volatility also defers decision making. It takes that, people become cautious in terms of taking decisions from investing for large projects, large capacity creations, because this much of, so it differs in a way, potentially differs growth, right? And can impact earnings also of companies. So I think when you look at this overall, generally, these kind of large events are not equity positive.
Right. Very interesting. And speaking of growth, there have been a large number of NFOs launched in the thematics fund sector. But as we all know, timing is everything in thematic funds. How can investors and distributors know the entry and exit points in thematic investments?
Very rightly said. I think timing in thematics matters. Timing, I would just add also, time frame also matters. See, one is thematics cannot be done with a 1, 2, 3 year kind of a time frame. Any thematic should have time frames in excess of 5 years or 10 years, right? Second is your returns are an outcome of the starting point of valuations for those businesses. In a lot of thematics, especially thematics which have done very well in the last 3 years, the starting points are very high today. So when you look at thematics, look at those which are out of favor today than those which have already run up 2 or 3 times in the last 3, 4 years. So I think you have to choose thematics from a contra point of view and have time frames of 5 years, 10 years to really see good outcomes.
Right. Excellent response. And do you have any closing thoughts on the general outlook of the mutual fund industry?
So thankfully, this industry has been possibly one of the fastest growing industries we have seen in the last 2 decades, right? And still, we are just finding less than 5% of people in India really investing in mutual funds. So I think it's a journey, in my reading, just begun. We are possibly in very, very early stages of the journey, right? And the size of this industry could surprise us significantly in the next decade or so. So I think it's very good to be at this stage in the industry.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.